of personal life news, the news is interesting. For the fact that what we'll go through the fact that we make these news, we sort them out, and then in the process of making news, at times you just have to laugh at what you've seen online. Trust me, Mohbad's father again is making the round, and this time for the first interview with TVC yesterday, it was an impromptu interview where he went to do something, and then he was caught unaware and he spoke with correspondence. But this time, he deliberately went to the studio to have this conversation, calling out two notable names in the country, saying they are plotting to kill him. And then he's saying, where is he going to stay at this point? Because all of this that's happening is a ploy to take his life. The big question remains, who would want to kill Mohbad's father at the time? At the same time, we've seen amazing guys on the news making amazing around Oxlade has done a very big exploit with Carlos at the time, and Davido has been dragged again. This time with WIZKID, we saw about for some days, Davido and Tiwa Savage has been in conversation from back and forth. But then somebody on Twitter has come out to put WIZKID and Davido in the same bracket and attempting to drag Davido for the sake of WIZKID. All of these, I'll bring them to you. My name is Daki. You can spell my name as DARKI. Double E. At the same time, I want to say big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you do. We love you guys so much. You guys are really amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last year was amazing with you guys. You guys made last year worth it. Let's do it again, bigger and better this year. Anyway, like I said, let's see what the news are for us today. Just coming in today, we saw Raman Jago apparently splashes, according to reports, says that this splash is about 1 billion naira on his newly acquired apartment. For Raman Jago, it has been an amazing one for him. We saw where he has been accompanied with a lot of persons from Burna Boy, Shakir, Olamide, and the likes. And over the Christmas period, we saw where he was trending with the "You Look Like Metal" too much, and at the time, it was an amazing one. But then a good way to begin the year was splashing, according to reports, over 1 billion naira in an apartment in Lagos. Trust me, real estate in Lagos is oil because it must have it's quite large in amount, but then splashing 1 billion is actually a good way to spend your money. For Ramanjago, we say congratulations to him on this one. Moving on, we'll begin with Davido. Oh yeah, the news proper begin with Davido. We saw actor Uche Maduagu, one of those folks online who should never be taken serious. We saw where he came out this time alongside the Big Brother contestant at the point where he went to the house, came out, and he's the commander at the time. Speaking with on a podcast where he said Uche came out to say Davido must have paid WIZKID millions of naira just to hang out with him, because WIZKID would normally not want to hang out with Davido. We saw where the Big Brother guy came out to say Davido loves to chase clout. Davido is the number one clout chaser. In his words, he said Davido is the number one clout chaser in the country. And then Uche Maduagu came out to say, yes, that's correct, because when he saw the video of Davido and WIZKID hanging out together, he thought to himself that Davido must have paid WIZKID millions of naira just to hang out with WIZKID. Now the big question is this: will WIZKID at any point collect money from Davido? He's not broke, and the same with Davido want to pay WIZKID just to hang out with them. All of this just makes it dicey, and it has just been a very hell of a week for Davido, from the back and forth conversation with Tiwa Savage, Made, Sophie Mohammed, back to WIZKID again. Now, this is a talk where we thought we fasted, because we saw that at the point Davido and WIZKID were all dragged like all through last year, all year. It has been a conversation, but then they've laid out to rest after they were seen hanging out together. WIZKID has posted a thing about him. Davido has done the same for WIZKID. So it just shows that in this camp there's peace, but then for some fans they also want to wake up what they've actually killed at the time. I'm still on Davido. We saw where another WIZKID fan came out to say WIZKID, not just the fact that Davido is paying WIZKID to see him, but then WIZKID is motivating Davido. Now, on the magazine cover where Davido actually was featured in Netherlands, we saw where he had a poster on the picture, and then they digged out WIZKID's picture on the magazine where he actually had the same poster, and then the person said WIZKID's influence is unstoppable. So basically, Davido is still copying WIZKID. And now the thing about copying the fact that if you do something good, everybody's copying you, because nobody wants to do the bad thing, right? But at the same time, why would we want to put this guys again in the conversation? Just when we thought there's peace amidst this guy, why do you want to erupt something that we all have allowed to rest. It might just not be a good time to do that, but then Twitter already is going on fire after all of these erupted yesterday. Moving on, we have WIZKID as the next guy on the news. We saw WIZKID as Latin IDK currently is back at #1 on Nigeria Apple Music, sending Twitter to the relegation back to #2. WIZKID has shown his status as the Machala of Afrobeat and obviously the Machala in Nigerian music space. Moving on, we saw WIZKID Soundmass Volume 2 has reached 15 million stream on Apple Music, and that's an amazing one, trust me. For Apple Music numbers, you probably don't get to see them till the artist release them or thereabout, but then we've seen that WIZKID have just reached 15 million stream on Apple Music. That's a good one for him, and then we say congrats to him, and obviously many more numbers in the bag for WIZKID. Still on WIZKID, we saw the Nigerian Super Eagles star player and then the African best player of the year, talking about Victor Osimhen. We saw him vibing and singing to WIZKID's song, singing it word for word. And then we saw the CAF team on Twitter posting this one with their obviously the best player for the year singing WIZKID's song. Now this is a major endorsement, trust me. If this guys, like I said, if these footballers and all of that sing the song, they are fans. For Victor Osimhen, for example, has fans in Napoli, as Italy has fans like in Germany where he was playing initially and all of that. So his fans are going to see him singing at this point, and obviously it translates in numbers for WIZKID. And moving on, we saw another person coming out to say, as WIZKID shake my hand, now another $10,000 enter my pocket. Now, WIZKID is on a spree of giving money to people, and he has done it like countless times to GOE of 20 meters, to the street of Lagos, Isule, 100 meter. And this time, it has been said that WIZKID actually shook his hand, and at the time that happened, 10,000 grand was in his pocket, and that's about 10 million naira at the time. WIZKID really is a big bet. Moving on, we have OdumoduBlvck as the next guy on the news. We saw sometime some weeks ago, OdumoduBlvck and Black Sherif in the studio cooking up something. And for Black Sherif, you all know that whenever he has a song with Nigerian artists, it is a straight bomb. Like regardless, you cannot make it not to be nice, because in Black Sherif, he has the tempo, he has the voice, he has the melody to make sure that Nigerian Afrobeat song actually comes out the right. And obviously, the Odumodu part of the song came out 100% correct, and we all can't wait to see what they've done together. The big question remains, who owns the song, OdumoduBlvck or Black Sherif? Moving on, we saw Spotify came out to say, yeah, it's here first. These are the names to know in hip hop. So basically, you must watch out for these guys, artists to watch for the new year 2024. And then they have artists, amazing artists. But then we have just one black man in the list, and that person is not that person. Then OdumoduBlvck made the cut, obviously amazing guy, and they told us that this is one guy, this is one star we almost watched in 2024. This guy had taken on a very, very long run with blood on the dance floor, and then he ended the year with cast. Obviously, this guy on the shows and tours has been amazing. Whenever he comes on stage and the song cast comes everywhere is scattered. So basically, with that kind of energy you've seen last year, it's just shows that you must watch out for him on this new year. Moving on, we saw for the hip hop cabin, these are the top 10 most streamed hip hop songs on AudioMack globally in 2023. We have All My Life with Lil Durk as #1. We have Odo with J Bad as #2. We have Yaya with Black Sherif #3. We have Simmer Down with Black Sherif #4. We have Sprinter, that's Dave and Central C #5. We have Twatties, Quaku Smoke as #6. We have Gunnar Fukumin as #7. No Love for It All with Kodak Black as #8. Declaration with OdumoduBlvck as #9. And then Omo Logo with Zlatan as #10. Moving on, we saw OdumoduBlvck speaking with BBC, and then he answered a couple of questions on who he thought the best player was. According to him, he said for the country, if the greatest player is Mikel Obi, not Okocha, not Kanu, but then he says Mikel Obi is the greatest because of achievements and numbers. And he also came out, he was asked, he has to choose on between Jollof Rice and Declan Rice. He says Jollof Rice has not done anything for him, and Jollof Rice can get out because Declan Rice has done what more than Jollof Rice can do. So basically, he picked up Declan Rice over Jollof Rice. Moving on, we have Seyi Vibez as the next guy on the news. We saw Nigerian football players came out with their white attires, properly tailored for them. And when they came now from the airport back to Cote d'Ivoire, we saw them playing different pattern, obviously for Super Eagles, and that's an amazing one to see. But then it doesn't stop here. As much as we have given you clothes to wear, giving you something to listen to, you guys should go out there and win matches for us. That is all we are demanding for the Super Eagles, guys. Moving on, we saw different pattern video already is out, and the video came out in the most unique way. Seyi Vibez 100% killed it. Seyi Vibez is probably learning from Burna Boy at this point. You could just see a whole lot of Burna Boy elements in the video. Like Burna Boy was everywhere. Even though it was not in the video shoot, but you could see his effect, and you could tell that their friendship is now rubbing off on each other. Seyi Vibez was exceptional on the video shoot. Video location was quite simple, more like a garage space and all of that. Old equipment, old irons, old vehicles, sports vehicles, sport rims everywhere. Just make like a typical old in Mexico or something. And then we saw the cars everywhere came out 100%. For this video, I'll give it a 6 over 10 because he really outdid himself on this one. Moving on to the turntable chart for the week, we saw this week the most streamed song in Nigeria, Kiss Daniel topped the list with 4.2 million stream. Charlie Poppy and OdumoduBlvck Cast come second with 3.6 million stream. Chike with Mohbad Egu come third with 3.1 million stream. Seyi Vibez Kana comes fourth with 2.5 million stream, and obviously Seyi Vibez with different pattern comes fifth with 1.9 million stream. Talking about this week most aired song on radio, we have Kiss Daniel is number 1, Naspoy and One They Call Umbrella number 2, Happiness with Ashake, Saz and Guna as number 3, Holy Ghost with Omali is number 4, then Big Baller with Flavor as number 5. Finally, for the top album in Nigeria this week, we have Charlie Poppy with Plutonium as number 1 with 8.5 million stream, Seyi Vibez number 2 with 7.5 million stream, OdumoduBlvck number 3 with 5.4 million stream, WIZKID number 4 with 5 million stream, Ashake number 5 with 4.5 million stream, Burna Boy number 6 with 3.7 million stream, Mohbad number 7 with 2.8 million stream, DAVIDO number 8 with 2.7 million stream, Rema number 9 with 2.6 million stream, and Benson number 10 with 2.3 million stream. Moving on, we have Oxlade, the next guy on the news. We saw Oxlade Kulosa. At the time, I've just gotten to about 80 million views on YouTube at the time, and it made it the most viewed Afrobeat song, not in the country but then in colors, basically, and that's an amazing one. Now, this video when it came out was not one that was meant to be a video, but the way Nigerians took it had to just be the video. It was exceptional. The dance step, I want to sing that song for you, but amazing one. We saw where it was portrayed seamlessly, simple video shoot, and obviously the acceptance was wild. Moving on, we saw Ruga have just surpassed 300 million career stream on Spotify. Ruga really had an amazing year last year, and a massive 300 million stream on Spotify really is not going to. Ruga on tour has been exceptional, and obviously the effect will fall back on his numbers on Spotify. Moving on, we saw Ruga at the time have just surpassed 3 million monthly listeners on Spotify. That's a big one for him, big, massive one for him. And we say congrats to him. And obviously, we can't wait for this guy to have more numbers on this DSP. Finally, we saw Mohbad's father coming out to say Mohbad's wife has been threatening to kill him. And then he said he had a voice recording where she called him. He recorded the voice at the time, and it was all in the ash tone and all of that. And then he said that translated to a ploy to want to kill him. He said he cannot stay in his apartment again because he's scared. And he also came out to say Femi Falana, that's Fal's father, is also in the ploy to want to kill him. Now the quick question is, why would Fal's father want to kill you? Why would Femi Falana want to kill you? Why would Mohbad's wife want to kill you? But then he have said that's what he has seen, and he feels that Nigerians should come through and support him at this time. We hope that in this camp all is well and they can make a resolve to finally lead Mohbad to rest. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys in the very next one.